Getting national attention. Portland police had to spring into action to save a Portland family from their pet cat. This is Lux. The 22-pound cat went on a spree last night, first scratching the baby, then attacking the rest of the family. There's Lux right there. Eventually, he trapped the family in a back room.
Every time we opened our back bedroom door, the cat would hiss.
Well, police arrived. They had to use a snare to grab Lux and put him in a crate.
I lost a lot of subscribers when I started speaking out about cats. People come onto my channel regularly to tell us that cats are so much better than dogs. Dogs are man-made mutants, while cats are natural animals, they say. This is false. Like dogs, cats were selectively bred and domesticated by humans. Therefore, they do not belong in this world, just like dogs. There is no ecosystem on Earth in which they belong. Like dogs, cats are an invasive species. They've contributed to the extinction of 63 animal species and continue to threaten 400 more. They are an ecological nightmare. They are most definitely not natural. Cat worshippers deny this fact. When presented with the facts, when presented with the evidence, they become angry, they become hostile, they launch ad hominem attacks. They will dismiss the facts as inconsequential or incidental. They appear to have no empathy whatsoever for animals facing extinction. But something else dog and cat worshippers have in common is that cat worshippers appear to value the well-being of their cat over the well-being of their children. They appear to value cat life over human life. For example, they will ask, "What should I do? I'm not sure what to do about this. Should I rehome my cat?" After their cat attacks their baby. Do you really have to ask this question? This is a no-brainer. If there is an unpredictable, bloodthirsty, remorseless predator in your house that has swiped at, scratched, or bitten your child, there should be no question. No dilemma, no uncertainty. You get the thing out of your house. And you don't wait until the attack occurs. As a precautionary measure, you get rid of the cat before your child arrives. People child-proof their homes, make sure their homes are a safe place for a child to be, yet they keep a predator in their house. An unpredictable predator. If you look at these stories online, most of these cats never showed any aggression before. Just like with dog attacks, the owners are always shocked and surprised when their cat lashes out and attacks their child. It's almost always the same story. You don't wait for this to happen. Just like you don't know if a child is going to down a bottle of disinfectant or swallow a whole bunch of pills, you don't know if your cat is going to scratch your child's eye out. So you don't take any chances. You get rid of it before the baby comes home. And you don't talk about educating your child on the proper way to behave around cats. An infant or a very young child is too young for this sort of education. Anyhow, another way cat and dog worshippers are the same is that they will absolve their animal that they worship of any responsibility. When it comes to attacking children, they will spin it in a way that makes the animal look like a fucking hero. I've talked before about how dog worshippers will say, "The dog attacked the crying child in his crib because it was trying to help the child." This is quite common. The dog was acting on its natural instincts to kill a prey animal that makes the same sorts of high-pitched noises and frenetic movements babies make when they are in distress. Because all dogs retain the instincts of their wild ancestors. Yet dog worshippers deny this fact and tell us that the dog is actually so loving that it is trying to help the baby, and things went a little too far and the dog accidentally killed the baby. Cat worshippers do the same thing. Mind you, cats are not big or strong enough to kill babies like dogs can, but if they were bigger, they would definitely be killing babies because they demonstrate the same predatory behaviors. Cats are just as bloodthirsty and remorseless and unpredictable as dogs are. They also retain the natural instincts of their wild ancestors. And the internet is full of stories of cats attacking, scratching, biting babies that are crying. It is also full of stories of cats biting the owners of crying babies. Cat worshippers will tell us, they do tell us, that cats are doing this because they are protective. Just like dog worshippers, cat worshippers humanize their animals. They will paint the attack in a positive light. They will put a positive spin on things to make their animal look innocent and even good, noble, loving. They admit this is natural instinctive behavior, but they will say the cat, it doesn't mean any harm. It's just trying to help. It's trying to give the baby attention. So you see what I'm saying now? We are talking about the same mental disorder applied to a different animal. Even if the cat's brain was large enough and sophisticated enough to process the emotions of empathy, care, concern, love, which it isn't, but let's say it was, and the cat was acting out of concern for the child's well-being, you would still get it out of the house, because this is no way to show caring or concern or attention to a baby or any human. Imagine if a human came over to your house, your friend or your sister came over to visit and started scratching and biting your baby because your baby was crying, or scratching and biting you because your baby was crying. You wouldn't make the excuse of, oh, she was just concerned and wanted me to take care of my child. You would get your friend or your sister arrested, removed from your house. They would never be welcome in your house again because this is antisocial behavior. They would be put away somewhere, locked up. You wouldn't want to be around that person. You wouldn't want that person to be around your child. Now, cats, like I said, are not going to do the same sort of damage dogs can do. They are not big or strong enough to rip off your child's arm and eat it, for example, like the Huskies did to Austin Brown's arm. They won't decapitate your child. And actually, cats do not bite as often as dogs do, but their bites are a lot more likely to become infected. And infected bites can lead to a number of serious complications. Cat scratches and cat bites can be deadly in rare cases. Why take the risk? With your child, that should be your top priority. I don't know if you guys are all aware of the different diseases that can be transmitted to humans by cats, but I will be making a video about that shortly. We need to raise awareness, I need you to like and subscribe and share this video, because nothing is going to change until we raise public awareness. We need to make the future pet free because our children deserve better.